Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on, of course, when and where you are watching today's live sale. Thank you to everybody that is able to join me here today live. Of course, I greatly appreciate it. And to anybody that is checking out the replay, I thank you very much. I hope at no matter what time you are watching today's live sale, you do have a good time, and at the very least, you get some laughs out of it. Before we get into the hellos and all of that, I have a very sad and unfortunate announcement. Um, as many of you are probably experiencing, it's the temperatures have dropped on us again, and here in Ohio in the Midwest, it has a tendency to get very windy. And in the process of me putting a specific item that is or was planned for today's sale, the wind caught the box and it went flying. So unfortunately, one of the items that I had planned on having for sale today did get damaged. Now, it is repairable and I do plan on repairing it, but look what happened. I have the pieces, so ouch. Ah, I mean, it happens. And this is a beautiful vase too. I mean, quite frankly, it's definitely a difficult and you can just turn it around. But I know, Madeline. I know. I do plan on repairing this. It is definitely repairable, but unfortunately, it will now be a repaired piece. I have the unfortunate honor of being now a very memorable part of this piece's history. We go ahead and love that, don't we? I had a few things to say about that. Just a few. I'm sure some of you can imagine what some of those things were. But anyhow, we're here. Everything else has survived. So again, you guys, thank you for being here. Before we get into today's sale, of course, the first thing that I want to do is give a special shout out to as many people as I possibly can. The first comment that I am able to highlight is Ms. Abu. To you, Miss Karen. How are you doing today? Ruthie Girl is up in the chat with us again. Thank you for being here as always, Ruthie. You know we're going to circle back to this lady right here in just a moment. I know it is hard to believe that February is over. It's just her. It's just Miss Marianne. How are you doing today, Marianne? Thank you for being here. Miss Stephanie, how are you this afternoon? I know you're trying to stay warm, ma'am. Miss Cheryl, is it still cold and funky over there in the good old U of K? The United of Kingdoms. Hello, Becca. How are you doing today? The one woman who we know is staying warm is Kim out there, but of course that those temperatures dip down in the desert out there. Hello, Kim. How are you? Miss Pama Whammy, the only whammy, of course, we want in our life. It's that one right there. It's Pama Whammy. We've got Miss Joan. How are you doing today, Joan? Always a pleasure to see you. We've got Miss Ra 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 Ra. Hello, Shannon. How are you today? I hope you are staying warm today too. Heidi Perry is with us in the chat. How are you doing today, Heidi? And Shireen, good afternoon. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Miss Karen Gillette. How are you doing up there in the Canada? It's the mid 50s in Massachusetts. Girl, I'll take it. It's getting into the 30s. It's supposed to go down into the teens tonight. The audacity. Now that's what you call rude. Hey Bugs, how you doing today? Thank you for being here. Good afternoon, Corky. Always a pleasure to see you. Miss Colleen, good afternoon, lady. Oh, she's dusting it off. It's Miss Dusty. How are you? I know, Madeline. Thank you for being here, Madeline. Appreciate you. Miss Betsy. She's swimming to you, lady. She's swimming to you. I'm glad she's going to a good home. Thank you very much. We got Miss Karen. Oh, wait, Karen, did I say? Well, double hello to you, Karen. Hey, Dawn, how are you doing today? Thanks for being here. I know, Connie, especially when you're the cause of. Yes, Miss Bobby, you know we got stuff. You know we got stuff. Bobby, I might even, Look, you might even get a little peek back here and see what's really going on in the real life here coming up soon. Apologies if I'm skipping past anybody. Good afternoon, Wings. How are you doing today? Hey, Kim. Uh, right? And it makes it even colder. It makes it even colder because your body's like, what's going Miss Gutierrez, how are you doing today, Debbie? Thank you for being here. Ouch! Herself, Suzanne's probably up there being like, we got cold. I hope you didn't get any of those tornadoes. There were tornadoes in the great state of Ohio last night. There were. Hey, Jenny Penny, how are you doing today? Marina, good afternoon. Marina. Lorna, how are you doing today? Miss Lisa Shields herself is joining us in the chat. But again, you guys, thank you all so much for being here. Really do appreciate you. Um, Thankfully, not by you. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Hey, shenanigans, how are you doing today? Shh, shenanigans, watch out. All right, y'all, let's get into it, shall we? We do have some beautiful items in today's sale. It was definitely an interesting color story. I've been known to do a blue look or two, but I wanted to accent it. And it just so happened I had some black items, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm really digging it." And I think ultimately it really did come together independently. I think we have some great things, but I love the overall color story in today's sale. Now we do have, and we're going to start off the sale with an item that isn't in the color story, but I wanted to bring it to today's sale. Hello, Mary B. How are you doing today? Um, so I'm really excited about it. I really am. I think it's a beautiful look. Whether you choose to accent it with black or perhaps another color or just keep it monochromatic, there's a lot of versatility to the color of blue. So yes, let's get into the nuts and berries then, shall we? Everything, with the exception of one item, is going to be an offer up. As always, with the offer ups, I am going to be doing a 20-second countdown because of that good old lag out there. And I am going to be honoring just in cases. As always, if you don't want to use a just in case, you don't have to. It's not an obligation or a commitment. Just know that I am going to, of course, be honoring them. And as always, the two things that I ask if you would like to use the just in case is that you've been an active bidder up until that point, and to, of course, hold on to your just in case until you hear the countdown. And back with us as our official bid ender is the one and the only Miss Ruth the Bee. A round of applause, as always, for Miss Ruthie. Lady, always appreciate you. Y'all know how she does. She's got fast internet, but she has fast fingers, so she is quick on the draw. There she is, our book bid end. We do have some books today, as a matter of fact, some antique children's books. Excited about those. Thank you, Ruthie. Appreciate it. And while you've got those applaud emojis out, let's give a round of applause for the moderators. We've got Ms. Kim and we've got Ms. Karen, always putting in the information and the links, the reminders. Ladies, I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Again, individually, it is greatly appreciated, but as a team, you make a mighty fist. Thank you, ladies, so much. You really do make having this sale that much easier. And to anybody who is new or it has been a while since you've been to the sale, welcome to and welcome back. If you do or would plan maybe at some time in the future, plan on making a purchase and it's your first time or it's been a while, just send me out your contact information. It is, of course, going to pop up in the banner throughout the sale. It is the pinned comment, that's that blue rectangle that you see at the top of the chat. And last, but definitely not least, it's in the description of the video. The information that you're going to want to include is your real name, if it's different than your YouTube username, your full shipping address. Most importantly is your zip code, so I can get you the calculated discounted shipping. And by discounted, I mean it's like 50% off. Like legitimately, if you walk into the post office and pay one price, you pay about 50% less. Just saying. Thank you, pirate ship. So do know that also. And then the last thing that you're going to want to include is the email address that you use for PayPal. And again, if you don't have PayPal, it's totally okay. You can still make a purchase. just send the same email with the same contact information. Just indicate that you would like a guest link. I will reply with a link. It's going to let you check out as a guest utilizing PayPal, but you don't have to sign up for an account. Use whatever credit or debit card that you would like. And the added bonus is that you still do, of course, get your buyer's protection. Okay. I think that's about it. Y'all want to get into the sale? Let's get into the sale, shall we? Okay, let's start her off. My computer's looking weird. I got to scroll down here. That's why it's looking weird. All right. I'm going to put start in capitals because I think it's easier to read that way. All right, we're going to start our first item off at $15. There are no chips, there are no cracks to it. As I said, this one doesn't necessarily fit our color story, but I really like it. It's one of my favorite colorways by Fenton. Okay, we do have our Fenton mark down here. With the cursive F, there is no number underneath that, but it is the cameo glass. It is a cameo glass compote by Fenton. I love this colorway. The amber glass with that opalescent, I mean, clearly it was a reminder of the cameo shell or kind of like your brooches with the carved cameos on them. Root beer float, I think, is something that a lot of people think of when they see this. You know, Fenton did a wide variety of different items, and I love them all. It's a very warm, very homey kind of feel, but it's great for kind of a vintage or bohemian kind of look to it. Again, no chips or cracks on it. It is coming in at 5 1/4 inches tall, 5 1/4 inches tall, and then you have a diameter on it at 5 1/2 inches, a 5 1/2 inch diameter on there. So whether you would put something in here or not, that's totally up to you. But I love this. It goes great with brasses, with your creams, your beiges. I know a lot of people's like the beige on beige on beige, and they kind of like coined the term of sad beige. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Miss Deborah. I really think that if you kind of did buy into the sad beige or the beige on beige on beige look, that you don't have to reinvent the wheel, but is all you have to do is take a little bit more color, rich color, like amber is a good example, and it's going to give you a little bit more depth and dimension with, again, not having to change everything, not having to paint the walls, not having to come up with new upholstery or pillows or throws. Just add in some nice warmer shades to it, some deeper tones, and it'll give you the contrast, and it won't be so sad looking, right? But to each their own. Some people don't find it sad. Some people find it very calming and soothing. I am one of those people, right? Yeah. Well, Ellen, I appreciate it. It's not snowing here yet. It might snow tonight. Who knows? Thank you, everyone, for your bids. Corky's got, okay, Miss Jones back in on the action. Ms. Stephanie, thank you, everyone. Really appreciate it. So again, it is our stamped sign, not stamped sign, stamped Fenton. It is our cameo glass compo with a beautiful pressed pattern, of course, running around the perimeter. Very controlled opalescent, only appearing on the rim. 5 1/4 inches tall, and again, a diameter of 5 1/2. Let's go ahead and do the countdown. Thank you, Miss Rebecca T. I gotcha. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. I know, I like it. It's a great, the color saturation on it, it's a really good warm tone without being too muddled. You know, sometimes the amber can get a little brown. This one's got a nice, it's kind of in between like a molasses and a honey, but very root beer-esque, I guess, right? Ruthie is seeing a chocolate chip cookie. Chocolate chip cookie bid and she's hungry. Thank you, Miss Ruthie. I appreciate you, lady. Thank you, everyone, of course, for your bids. Miss Rebecca, you had it at 20. Miss Joan has her just in case of 25. Stephanie, Miss Deborah, Rebecca T really wanted it with her just in case of 28. Rebecca, thank you, lady. At 26, it is coming to you. Thank you. Side note, I don't know. So at Walmart, they kind of do like they have their little baked goods. I mean, it's so totally like they call it, what is it? The rainbow marshmallow snack bowl. It's basically Lucky Charms, marshmallows with like miniature pretzels, life cereal, and Cheerios covered in white chocolate and sprinkles. I mean, it's really good. I'm just saying. It's the rainbow cereal bowl, something. I don't know, but it's real good. I'm just saying. I mean, it is totally diabetes, right? Shenanigans is eating. Shannon's eating a cookie. Get it, girl. It's never too early or too late for a chocolate chip cookie. Come on. Though I do prefer. My favorite is snickerdoodles, and I just made molasses cookies for the first time ever. I left them in the oven a little too long, so they kind of turned into a ginger snap. I was like, these are ginger snaps, not molasses cookies. Lesson learned. Lesson learned the next time, right? All right. I have a two-piece set. Initially, I was going to do them individually, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to do that. Let's do them as a set. We're going to start this set off at $18. You're going to get both. It is the Kanawa glass. You are getting both of the blue crackle bud vases here, okay? One has got the classic kind of Victorian, I can never say this word. It starts with an R. I gotta recite it. The tall bud vase is coming in at 6.5 inches. Okay, 6.5 inches on the tall one. These are hand blown. Okay. Thank you, Miss Deborah. You are again gonna get both. All right, 6.5 inch on that one. And then we have our smaller bud vase with the applied caning to it. Our smaller of the two, this one's going to come in at 4 1/4. But again, there are no chips or cracks on either. And this one is also, of course, hand blown. Crackle glass, that hot molten glass is literally dipped into water to create those crackles or micro fractures. So it's just a really interesting and I would think quite hazardous way in which to treat the glass. I can't imagine how many like crackle glass pieces actually never make it out. I would assume you have to have it at a very specific temperature, and if it's too hot, probably explodes. If it's too cold, it probably doesn't crackle at all. So it's got to be just right, said little Miss Goldilocks, right? But you're going to get both. The larger Kanawa is at 6.5. The smaller Kanawa is at 4 1/4. Because I think they make a cute little pair, right? I love it. All right, I'm going to set one down. Scrap rate super high. That's right. Miss Tracy, Miss Joan, ladies, thank you all for your bids. Appreciate you. This is, yes, for the set. No chips or cracks. Let's do the countdown, shall we? So 20, 19, 18, 17, oops, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. They do. I mean, clearly, same technique. This one's a little bit more like mid-century, but this one, aside from the color, is giving us more like the Victorian with the applied, but a great pair together, right? Very like apothecary, kind of like mad scientist beakers and bottles. There's our blue ball cap bid end. Thank you, Miss Rutherford. Let's set them to the side here. And it looks like we have Xanadu. Do you believe in magic? Yes, I do. All right, let's do it. Stephanie had the first 23, but Tracy, I do see it also. Thank you, ladies. Miss Joan, she had that 25. Lady, congratulations and thank you. I appreciate you. The lag is real. Miss Joan, you got him for 25, lady. Thank you. So if you're not familiar, there is a way in which to kind of catch up in the lag, depending. If you are watching on your computer, hover your mouse over the video screen. At the bottom, you will see a control panel pop up. All you want to do is you'll see the little cog wheel and it'll say settings. You click on that settings and it'll say playback speed. Hit 2 times. Hit 2 times. There you go, Miss Karen. Thank you. Um, I will sound like a chipmunk, but it will catch you up to the actual live. If you're watching on your phone, essentially it's the same thing. Just lightly touch the screen and you'll see the cog appear in what I believe is the upper right. It's the exact same thing. Just select playback speed, hit ×2. I will again sound like a chipmunk, but it will catch you up. You can do that periodically through the sale, and it works again whether you're watching on phone or whether you're watching on your computer. Okay. But I'll do the 20-second countdown to try to help those that are like, I don't know. Okay. Next item. Next item. I think I sound a little bit more like, maybe I sound a little bit more like Simon than Alvin on the playback. Next item, I'm going to bring this one back. Unfortunately, person didn't pay for it. Okay. This one kind of fits into our color story today, and it does tie in a lot of things. It is this absolutely beautiful, look at that. It's this hand-painted Art Nouveau. It is a picture, obviously, but as a vase, this is stunning. You have both transfer, the florals are a transfer image. Then you do have some hand-painted accents with regards to the gold, that indigo blue, or pardon me, the navy blue that you are seeing on there. It is an absolutely stunning piece. It's a very classic sculpt for the time period, you know, late 1800s, early 1900s. This is not marked. It does have like an L on the bottom. More than likely, it was like an Austrian piece, keeping in mind like Europe's Art Nouveau movement started much sooner than the Americas and ended pretty much the Art Nouveau in Europe kind of really ended when it began in America. So it's a much more elaborate. You can see almost the influence of chintz, but it's not completely covered. We do have some more accents here on the handle. Okay. There are no chips, there are no cracks, there are signs of aging. Those reside mostly on the interior there. Okay. So yeah, old world look, but a little regal and a little refined, right? I especially love the accents of the green on here. All right. Now this one kind of went a little crazy the last time we offered it up. So I'm just going to do it as a quick claim. I'm going to take a few dollars off what the winning claim was on it, and we'll just try it that way and see if anybody's interested. It is coming in at 8 1/4 inches tall. Again, no chips, no cracks. It is front and back here, or side and side, if you will. I guess technically this is the front. We do have crazing on the interior. All right. I'm going to knock some dollars off. I'm going to do it as a quick claim. We'll go 45, which is less dollars than what it sold for the last time. It is what it is. So if at $45 you would be interested, all you have to do is put in the number 23, and that person, of course, would get it for the 45. But I love it. It's ornate without being too overdone. Again, you can see a little bit of the influence of chintz, like that all over pattern, but we do have some nice blank space to kind of break it up. Purdy girl, I appreciate you, lady. This one is coming to you. I think she's beautiful. Quite frankly, when I didn't pay, I was like, am I going to put it back up for sale? I know it's going to a good home. Always makes it that much easier. Thank you, Purdy. I do appreciate you, lady. All righty. Let me set that safely there. Okay. Spectre is here. So if you hear background Next item up is going to be a choice. Oh, you were the other. Well, Purdy, congrats. That's awesome. See, that's the thing. Like a lot of times it's like when somebody else is bidding and then they don't pay, or somebody else is bidding and they don't send your contact information. I always feel kind of weird about being like, well, you were sending an email being like you were a backup. Not that there's anything wrong with it. There's not, but it just makes me feel like, should I do it? So I'm just like, I'm gonna do it as a client. I'm gonna knock some dollars off and we'll see. And we'll see, right? All right, we're gonna do a choice. We're going to start our choice off at $10. You could do one, you could do both if you would like. I can't believe I'm doing this because I know there are a lot of flower frogs out there, flower frog fans out there. I am also one of those people. You have the glass, you have the metal, and then you have the ones that I love, which are the pottery. I don't know why. Why do people love the glass flower frogs? Who knows? Why do people love the metal ones? Who knows? Why do I love the pottery ones? I don't know, but I do. But I have these two for you. This one is really fun. Kind of looks like a pillow, if you will. This is a little bit more mid-century with that high glaze on it. Okay, no chips or cracks on it. This one is coming in, oh, I didn't do my math. Oh, 3 inches. It's a 3 inch length on that one. Okay. Now this one is not glazed on the interior because you could set it in water. You could fill this with water. And then rather than having this sitting water in here, if it were fully glazed, it kind of starts to evaporate, which does help if you want to use this as an actual flower frog. Because it won't rot or the smell shouldn't get too terribly bad. But 3 inch length on that little square-esque pillow flower frog. Now, our other one is really interesting. It's kind of like a little crude. You see it almost has like the dimples and the ripples in it, which I kind of really like. Like, I like the character of this one. Do you see the blue speckles in it? Which is interesting. Now there is some crazing. You can see a craze mark right here. The back is also glazed. Now neither is identified. But do you see it's not like perfectly round? I like that. I like the organic feel to the round one. This one has a 3 inch diameter, whereas this one has a 3 inch length on it. Okay. Love the colors. Again, in the color family, but breaking it up a little bit, right? We're staying in the blues. An accent to the blue is this nice kind of gray green. Though I cheated and said, well, it has blue speckles. So clearly, right? It does look like a Van Briggle. I agree. I don't think that it is because I've just never seen Van Briggle use this or that colored speckle in there, right? And then we do have this one, which I think is more of like a 60s, 70s flower frog, which I would argue this one most likely is too. So while they're vintage, they're not like antique flower frogs, but they have a great presence, right? Little pop of color. Thank you guys for the bids. I'm going to go ahead. So Bobby, Miss Joan, thank you, ladies. Bobby back in it. And I did see someone else had a bid, and I apologize. I skipped over you. John. John had a bid of 12. Okay, well, John ain't playing around. Um, Speaking of John, this is for choice. You'll just do round or square. You could do both if you would prefer. Let's do it. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. So clearly square, very pillow-esque shape, fancy, like you're staying at the inn, or you could do round. I like them together though. They complement one another very well. Froggy, how up? How up? Thank you, Miss Ruthie. Froggy, good ad. Appreciate you, lady. John, sir, $22. You get your first pick. Do you want square? Do you want round? Or, sir, you could do both. I appreciate it. You just let me know. And then Miss Bobby, I think you are back up at, maybe I'm making it up. Yes, Miss Bobby, you are back up at 16. Bobby is going to the event. Stephanie will be there. Miss Kim is going to be here. Miss Emmeline will be here. Miss Diane's going to be here. John is going for the square. Where am I at? John. Mr. John Bailey. All righty, sir. There it is coming to you. Sir, don't forget. Bobby said pass. She was right on top of it. Well, I appreciate it. Mr. John, please make sure to send me out that contact information. As a reminder, you guys, I am going to be doing all packing and invoicing this evening. For anybody who did ask me to hold on to it, clearly I did. So any purchase from yesterday and today, I will be combining them. Miss Joan at 15. Now, no obligation or commitment, lady. You know that. I don't like this weather. I really don't. I think Miss Jones in a lag. Boo. Oh, look at this. I see you. It's going to be a really great group of people. And we're doing things a little bit differently. So, like, we're doing, like, we planned it around the flea market, which I'm really excited about. The flea market is this weekend. It's the first weekend in every month. And it's supposed to be like 68 degrees on Sunday. And that really encourages those outdoor vendors to come out. So I'm praying, fingers crossed, that a lot of the outdoor vendors. No, it's okay, Joan. I appreciate it. Let me scroll up here. Bobby, John, that was it then. So am I correct? Yes, because Bobby, you passed, Joan passed, John passed. Am I missing anyone? John, Bobby, Joan, Bobby, John. Bobby. Right. So we're good. We're good. Round one's going to the side. Okay. I am going to be doing, of course, I'm going to be doing a vlog, but I won't film anybody without their permission. All right. Let's do some blue. A classic. We'll start it at $18. Now, this is a piece of Fenton. It is in the absolutely blue, absolutely beautiful blue, that gorgeous turquoise or aquamarine with the opalescence. Okay, no chips or cracks. It is our pedestal bud vase coming in at 9.5 inches tall. Now, this particular one we can date exactly to the year of 1951. The reason we can date this one to the year of 1951 is because it does include trace amounts of a fluorescent reactive. I don't believe it's uranium, and now I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it does have a very subtle green glow. Okay, this does not light up like it's uranium glass. I'm not even bothering to bust out the flashlight because I did shoot this particular piece on video, and is all you're going to see on camera is purple. But where you will see the green is where the glass is the thickest, and that is right here on the actual stem itself. Okay, it's a very subtle green. It's, like I said, it's trays, but it does help us identify the exact, it's kryptonite, that's right. It does help us date this piece to exactly 1951. Fenton changed over, I think I can, let me, we have another piece coming out. So this is the traditional, and then this, can you see when you compare them, like, do you see the bottom? Look at the bottom and the stem. And then if we look where the glass is the thickest there, you can almost see when the two are right next to each other, there is a little bit of a green hue to that one. right? They changed the chemical composition to create the blue, but for 1 year, and that year was 1951. So again, it's not like it's gonna glow super bright green or anything like that. It's just fun to know the exact year on that piece, okay? Let me stop and catch up. Miss Deanna, gotcha. Shannon, I'm seeing you also. Miss Joanne, got Miss Rebecca, Bobby. Ladies, thank you all. Miss Stephanie, Dewick is in it at 25. Again, it is Fenton. It's not stamped. 1951, well before they started stamping. 9.5 inches. Let's do the countdown. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bit end. Oh, Miss Beth, Miss Stephanie. Ooh, they're coming in. Ooh, they're coming in hot. Watch out. Oh, but Rebecca T. My chat is lagging. Snowflake a bit end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. I appreciate you. Thank you, everyone, of course, for your bids. Miss Stephanie almost had it. Miss Rebecca T. Lady, 35. It's coming to you again. Thank you. Oh, where am I at? I don't know. All right, let's do a book. Let's just mix it up. Now, I didn't bring this to yesterday's sale, and I think you all see why here in just a moment. I know that this might scare some folks, but I picked it up because it's a little like, I did. I'm gonna start it at $12. It is a children's book. We're gonna look at the back. Two jolly old punsters. Oh, you old punsters, you. Two jolly old punsters, keen rivals in trade, kept shops where all elegant toys were displayed. One morn, as old Thomas walked down to his store, a sight he beheld which made him feel sore. For old Simon, his rival, had hung on a nail a notice which read, "These ships are for sale." SAIL. Clever. Then old Tom scratched his pate and soon formed a plan which he thought would eclipse the other old man. And he vowed that he would not be left in the mire, so he hung out a sign. These balloons are for hire. Get it? Oh, you old punsters, you. Copyrighted 1897. It is the Lorthrop Publishing Company out of Boston, Massachusetts. It is part of the Humpty Dumpty series. Are you ready for it? Hey, boys and girls, look at those teeth. Somebody doesn't floss regularly. Look, look at those. The book is called Story Days. Do you not love that? I mean, clearly, again, this goes in really well with kind of like our blue color theme. I think it does. And we do have a little pop of the yellow there, so the gold. This cover is excellent. Now, it is a black and white publication. The contents, really good condition so far as pages. There's no separation. There's no shaking. It's in a really good condition. We do have black and white steel cut imagery. So the images are very detailed. They're sharp, very crisp. And again, this is copyrighted. Oh, focus. 1897 by the Lothrop Publishing Company. Eek, says Shannon. Bobby Lady, I got you back in at 15. Thank you. So it is on the pulp. Now, I will say this, and this is, I would think, evidence as to why it's in such good condition, is that a lot of times these pulp publications, early paper, wood pulp, the pages are really thin. Hey, Anne, how are you? The pages have a tendency to be very literally paper thin. These are about twice the diameter. So it has held up in really good condition, y'all. Really, truly. No rips, no tears. There is some minor discoloration, but nothing terrible. I don't know what this child is doing. Misbehaving. He's playing his flute for his sheep. Max and his kid. On one of the hills of Tyrol, there lived a little boy who had a kid, to which he gave the name of Juliet, meaning pretty little one. The name of this little boy was Max. He was so fond of his kid that he used to play with her and sing songs to her. He would play a tune on a pipe, and the kid would hop about to the sound. The kid was so tame that he would let Max hug her and would take milk from a cup he held in his hand. And then tragedy strikes. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know that for sure. But you know, these Victorian books, tragedy usually does strike, especially to the children. Well, I don't know. Max looks like she's holding up pretty good there. She's a little miffed. She got left out in the cold there, clearly. Thank you all for the bids. Do appreciate it. Like I said, it's in really good condition. 1897. There are black and white steel cut illustrations, but for me, it was all about that cover because this is what folks are going to see when you display it. Love it. All right, y'all. Thanks for the bids. Let me catch up and we'll do the countdown for you. Let's see here. Eek, Beth. But Miss Bobby, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Scrolling Purdy, Bobby Purdy, Bobby Purdy, Bobby. Bobby's holding it down at 25. Thank you, ladies, for the bids. Let's go ahead and start our creepy clown. Bid end. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Fun in figures. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, open the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, a good fat hen. Is a good fat. Thank you for the book bid end, Miss Ruthie B. Purdy, I appreciate you being in. I know, right, Anne? Thank you, Ruthie. Thank you, ladies, for your bids. Bobby girl, congratulations and thank you. 25, we're going to come live with you. Here we are. Thank you, Bobby. I love this book. Fantastic. Fantastic, I tell you. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to set that right over chill. And what are we doing now? Oh, we're going to do a choice. Let's see what y'all think. We got small, literally. The choices are going to be small, medium, and large. Small, medium, and large. We have with us, you know what, Bobby, if you don't mind. Okay, small, woo, Michael, chill. Small, medium, and large. We've got the black amethyst pedestal swung vases. All right, we're going to work over here, small, medium, and large. There are no chips, there are no cracks to any of them, okay? So that you can just get kind of like a idea of the mouths. So over here to what is my left is the small, right, with the yip yip. We've got the medium with more of a ruffle. And then we've got the large with more of a mouth, okay? I'm going to set them down and we'll take a closer look at the three of them, okay? They're all the exact, well, I mean, it's all the same with that pattern on the bottom, no chips or cracks. The difference really resides in their height as well as their mouth. So our large one that we're currently looking at with the largest, most elongated yip yip mouth, That's at 9 inches. Okay. This one here is at 9 inches. Thank you, ladies, for the bids. Do appreciate you. So 9-inch on the largest. Then our medium with the more ruffled mouth, okay, the knuckly mouth, that one is at 8.5 inches. Okay, 8.5 on that one. Miss Ann Duncan's getting in it. And then our small one with the yoop mouth, the smallest, this one is coming in at 7. 7 on small, 8.5 on medium, and one more time on the large, 9 inches. Okay. I'm telling you, adding a little bit of black to just about any other colorway, like I was shook. The black and blue, I mean, we know the saying, right? But to actually see it together, I really liked it. It was high impact. It wasn't crazy. Okay. Oh no, wait. But Anne is holding it at okay, Stephanie. I'm trying to keep up all at the same time. It never works out that well for me. So again, large 9, most mouth, stank face here, medium, stank face, medium, 8.5, and little small at 7. Those are your choices. The bases are all the same diameter on those. Shannon, I don't know a date on these. Truly don't know a date on them. Those are the beauty choices. All righty. All right, well, let's do it. Shannon, I see you also at 26. Stephanie had the first one. Thank you all for the bids. You do whichever 1, 2, or all 3 if you would like. We've got our cell phone reception tower going on here. Let's do it. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Large, 9, stank face over here, medium, 8.5, and little small at 7. Thank you all for the bill. She's rolling the dice. Viva Las Vegas. Thank you, Mr. DB. I do appreciate you. All right, let's do. Ooh, she was not playing around. Stephanie, 35. Miss Nunez now. Okay, she knew exactly what she did. All right, Miss Nunez. At 36, you're getting large. I appreciate you, lady. She said, I know. All right. And then we've got Miss Stephanie. You know you're not under an obligation or commitment here, lady. At 35, were you interested in medium or small, both or neither? That's up to you, lady. Oh, Miss Stephanie, she said both. Where are we at, girl? 35. Congratulations. She's getting small and medium. Thank you, everyone, for your bids. Do appreciate you. All right, I'll get you written down. I found these all in one booth, too. I was like, y'all, I have got an hour-long video dropping later today. I have an hour-long video dropping later today. So if you're in need of something to do for an hour, I mean, I'll be there with you. I will be there for you. All right, an hour. I was like, oh, that's a long video. Should I break it into 2? And I was like, no, I want to do it. I really like it when a content creator throws out like an hour-long video. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like it. All right, let's go to extra large. Now, if you love blue and you like high impact, you love the drama, you said, I'm going to make a statement, then you know how you do it. You go big or you go home. We're going to go big. We're going to start it at a whopping $50. But what you're going to get is 21 inches of Ellie Smith blue pedestal swung glass goodness. All right. 21 inches, Ellie Smith. It's in our absolutely beautiful blue. Let me get you a closer look here at the mouth. So this definitely is high impact. It's got the drama, but yet it doesn't take up a whole lot of shelf space. The diameter on your pedestal, which I don't have. Thank you, Beth. I got you, lady. The diameter on the pedestal, y'all, 3 3/4. 3 3/4. Ooh, Corky jumped it at 60. It's a 3 3/4 inch diameter on that one. So if you do have, like, you're limited in like your shelf space, then go up, right? If you run out of surface space, and they say just build up, vision the wall. So it really doesn't take up a whole lot of room on your shelf, but you get the height on that one, right? I've seen a lot of people, thank you everybody for your bids. I've seen a lot of folks putting these in kind of like their bay windows. A lot of folks will put up a shelving unit with their swan glass vases in front of the windows. So that way, somebody looking in gets the beauty of all of the colors, especially when the sun shines into those windows. But imagine being on the interior and just seeing the rainbow of those colors on the interior of your home, almost like having stained glass windows, but not, right? Just as costly, though. If not more sometimes. Y'all, thank you for the bids. There are no chips, there are no cracks. 3 3/4, pardon me, 3 3/4 inch diameter on our base here. And then we're getting, and it is an exact 21 inches on that one. Remember, don't lightsaber with your glass. It does break, okay? All right, beautiful shade, great color density on it. 2, 3, 4, maybe air bubbles in it, I would say. Oh, I got a schmutz in there too. There's a schmutzy. It's still a schmutz. Let me make sure it's schmutzy. It's schmutzy. Is that an inclusion? No, it's schmutzy. I got schmutzy in there. My apologies. All right, let's do the countdown. Thank you, everyone, for the bids. Yeah, the prices on the Swan are high. Honestly, I got a really good deal on this one and on it does help. I didn't spit in it. I just blew. Miss Jackson. All right. I got a good deal on them. All right, I did. So I was like, yeah, we can do it. All right, y'all, let's do the countdown. I'm going to try to catch up to you guys as I do it. Here we go. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Listen, I'm for it, Miss Jackson. You be silly all you want to, lady. This is what I have found with the swung vases. Historically, unless it's like really dramatic, like the persimmons, the red, they're not as desirable. The amberinas. Now you can get an orange or a yellow, that's desirable. Greens, the blue are the ones that people, and of course, bittersweet, right? And then you've got like the really rare colors, which of course are super in demand. But out of the more quote unquote commons, the blue, in my experience, has a tendency to be the most sought after. And that's, again, that's just my experience. Thank you, everybody, for the bids. Blue Heart bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Beth Lady, you were holding it down at 115. Miss Denise did not want to be outdone with that just in case. So at 116, Denise girl, 21 inches. It's coming to you. Congratulations and thank you. It's always the blue ones. It's always the blue ones that I try to go after. I don't know why. But I think, again, going back to what I was talking about earlier, like that whole sad beige trend or whatever, I think that blue is an equally as calming kind of color. And I think a lot of people do have a tendency to agree with that. So, all right, what are we doing next? Oh, I have wanted to find one of these for a sale for a hot minute, and I can never touch them when it comes to resale. This time, I was able to bring one for sale, and I'm even able to offer it lower than what is traditionally out there. We're going to start the next item off at $35. Now, this one is stamped. It is a Westmoreland piece. Some of you are going to know right away when I show the base here, but there it is. There's our Westmoreland stamp. Do you know what it is? Do you know? We're going to whoosh out. Ooh, it's the birds. Look at that blue. Look at the detail. I love it. With all of the branches, the leaves, there's no chips or cracks on this. We've got beautiful blue slag glass. It is, of course, the bird and nest. It's naturally it is complete. At its tallest, I did measure from base to the top of the tail feather here. You're at 6.5 inches. 6.5 inches at its tallest. And from tail feather to breast at its longest, you are at 6 inches. 6 inches. Again, there are no chips. There are no cracks. It is a beautiful blue. Oh, I cannot, what is it, Perrin? The French blue. It's Westmoreland. It's not French. But I think they really did their thing on this. They did a number of different slag glass effects with this. This particular blue is my favorite, followed by the blue mist, where they did the blue satin glass. Those two, for whatever reason, in this sculpt really speak to me. I know they did white and purple slag. I know the white and purple slag it's pretty collectible. It doesn't translate well for me on this sculpt. And I do believe they did like the white, yellow, and red slag on this. Again, for me, it just doesn't translate. The blue for this particular piece, I think, is the most fitting. But this blue milk glass, the blue slag glass, really, it's absolutely gorgeous. And again, without any chips or cracks, I was so excited to be able to finally get one of these and bring it here to sale. So I just love it. I think it's beautiful. Again, spring. This is hey, Lori, how are you doing today? Clearly, this is great for your spring and Easter decor, but because of that gorgeous blue, I think you could leave it out, of course, for like your winter decor, right? Girl, you've never seen this one? I have, and every time I'm like, ding, ding, ding. every time without fail. Look at that. Isn't it just lovely? All of the detail. And then the pedestal itself, let me see. You see they're all leaves? It's a very well thought out design, and the execution, they just really did it. Westmoreland really did their thing with this piece. I love it. I really, truly do. And again, there is your stamp, right? Um, Okay, so really truly, like milk glass is a better incorporation of the colors, whereas slag glass, you see the marbling. Technically, like jadeite, it is a combination. It's a combination. This is also a combination of a blue and white to create this particular shade. You see the swirling in there? But traditional slag, you see the color separation. It creates like the marbled effect to it. Whereas the milk glass, you can still, jadeite is actually a really good example of it too. You can still see the swirling, though it is traditionally uniform. Overall, it's uniform in color. All right, Miss Jackson is at, where am I? I'm not, Miss Jackson is at 80. Thank you all for the bids. 6 by 6.5 by 6, no chips or cracks. Let's do the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. I love this blue. Miss Jackson ain't playing around. She wants to keep it. Ooh, Denise. Miss Jackson. Ooh, Bluebird. Bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. I appreciate you. Yay. All right. Thank you, ladies, for the bids. Thank you. Miss Denise, girl, you do have some fast fingers and good timing, sister. But Miss Jackson, lady, congratulations. We'll see you soon, too. At 101, it's coming to you. This is going to be a fun group. I got a feeling. I got a feeling. Mhm, I do. Oh, and BT Dubs, while the May Antique Excursion is technically sold out, okay, if you're still interested in joining us, we are going to do a wait list. So if you were thinking about it, but then you heard the announcement that it was sold out, it is still sold out. But if you would like to be put on a wait list, please feel free to call the inn. All you have to do is visit sciotoinn.com and you can click on the events page and you will have contact information. And we can then do a wait list for you. But again, we can't guarantee. That's only in the event that somebody wouldn't be able to attend. Of course, for anybody who is attending, we've asked them if for whatever reason they're not able to attend to give us as much notice as possible. So if there is somebody on the wait list, we'll be able to try to give that individual or two people as much notice as possible. So yes. I'm not gonna weigh you, no. But listen, you just gotta like to eat. If you're coming to the event, you do have to like to eat because there's going to be plenty of food, okay? And good food too. And good food. All right. Okay. Let's go celestial, shall we? How about Fenton Celestial Blue? Colonial blue with an iridescent effect on it. I love this. The flex, there's no chips or cracks on it. Okay. Very Art Deco in design. Do you see the iridescent effect on it? Almost looks like a chalice cup if you wanted to. This is not stamped Fenton. Miss Jackson, she's loving the blue. It is coming in at 9.5 inches. Look at that. The flex, the violet flex on that and the gold. I absolutely love this color treatment. Fenton did an excellent job on this one. Again, it's a colonial blue underbase. I don't have another piece of colonial blue to compare it with, but Fenton did a very beautiful, beautiful blue in a lot of different patterns, but they chose to then take that iridescence and call it celestial. And I think that the name, because you know Fenton comes up with some names, but hey Lucinda, how are you doing today? But the name of celestial blue for this, I think is Zoe. How are you doing? It is good to see you. Um, this I just bit my tongue. The celestial blue name for this piece is just, I think it is so spot on. Um, the actual candy dish isn't flexing. I mean, the base is. The body isn't giving me the flex that I want. This lid is giving me the flex that I want to really show off that sparkle and shine. Miss Joan, she's tempted by it too at 30. Thank you, ladies. I love it. This with your little string of fairy lights in it. Yes, please. Just saying. All right. So 9.5 inches tall. It is the Fenton Celestial Blue pedestaled candy dish with a very Art Deco design on it. Very clean, sharp, geometric angles to it. Love the drama of the finial on the top, right? Again, no chips, cracks, no flea bites on it. Thank you, ladies, for the bids. Let's go ahead and do the countdown for you. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. This was a recent, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a recent pickup. Most of my stuff is recent pickup, if y'all haven't figured that out yet. A rainbow bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. I appreciate you, lady. All right, Miss Denise was holding it down. Miss Jackson came in. Mr. John, appreciate you. Denise knew what was going on. She threw in her just in case. You really have good timing, lady. $43. Congratulations and thank you again, Denise. It is coming to you. Just as a reminder to those folks that have come in and weren't at the very beginning of this sale, and this is heartbreaking, and it is sad news to report. If there was anybody that was here for the Majolica Glaze, we're going to have to postpone it because it was really windy outside. I had it in a box. The box got tipped over and it broke. Don't worry, I do have the pieces, so it is repairable. But if this was the piece you were hunting, we're going to delay it until I can get it repaired. So I do apologize. I know, over 100 years old. Ugh. Now, okay, we're going to do our other book for today. This is the only other book that I have. Okay, I dig this one a lot. Let me double check on something here real quick. Okay, so yes, I just want to make sure I'm not making stuff up on you here. The binding on this one is in really good condition. Well, pardon me, there's no shaking to it. Let me clarify. We do have a tear right here on the spine. Paula, same Paula. All right. So it does not affect, you can see this is the bottom, and then up here, that's where the separation is. But the pages are actually remarkably not loose from the overall spine. It is copyrighted 1899. Here's your back. Here's your overall spine. Are you ready for it? Recitations for young Shakespeares, including gems of poetry, prose, and song. Look at him. On guard. Okay, good. Ah, I know. Look at that. Sassy. Copyrighted 1899. Get the copyright here for you. This is entered according to the act. This is J.R. Jones. Hey, Bucka, how you doing? So again, copyrighted. Am I showing the copyright? Yeah, there it is. First line, 1899. Now, inside of here, there was this little newspaper clipping. It's not dated. It is, yes, it is dated. Didn't look at the bottom. December 25th, 1903. This is a Christmas greeting clipped out of the newspaper. There is an inscription on the interior in pencil. We do have a bookseller's paper label in the corner. It was, if I'm remembering, a drugstore. Yes. Leafer and Schuritz, drugs, book, and wallpaper, because why wouldn't you sell all of those things? There are black and white illustrations throughout. Again, back here is where you're going to see the Shakespeare, the prose, the poetry. So there are not a lot of illustrations in the back half of the book. The front of it is where you're going to get the illustrations to it. Once they get into the like real seriousness of it all, they skip the illustrations and the pictures, okay? Thank you, John. Got your bid of 15, sir. So front half is where Look at this one. Front half is where you're going to get your illustrations. Back half is where it jumps into the Shakespeare. And they're like, yeah, no illustrations. I don't even, do you, an amateur performer, I don't know what she's performing, but it does got me making some questions. Do you see that? She looks a little suspect. She got them crazy eyes. Yes, she does. I don't know. They were like, oh, she's so cute. Such a precocious little girl. Okay. Okay. John, hold on, dear, just in case you hear the bit end. We didn't do the bit end yet. Let's do the bit end. John's ready to go. He said, let's do it. So illustrations in the front half, the Shakespeare. Oh, I didn't realize we had some color plates in there. We've got the Shakespeare jumps into the second half. There's another color illustration. Well, hey, there's color illustrations in here. So let's go ahead and do the countdown. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Kind of makes you wonder what else is hiding in here. What did that say? The white rose and the poppy. All kinds of crazy stuff is going on. Look at these two. Book bid end. Thank you all for the bids. Do appreciate you. All right. So we've got John and Dusty. Dusty at 16. John with a just in case of 25. Dusty with her just in case of 35. So at 26, Dusty, girl, it's going to come to you. Don't forget, you got your 1903 Christmas newspaper clipping in there. I don't know. I wouldn't open it to that precocious little girl too much. You never know what might jump out at you. Just saying. Thank you, Dusty. It's coming to you, lady. All righty. Okay, listen. This next piece, it wasn't my fault. I was down here minding my own business, just doing my own thing. Okay. Not a soul at the end that I thought of. All right. And then the next thing I know, I hear voices behind me and it scared me. And it made me drop this next time. But I repaired it. Okay. It scared me. I didn't know. They said, oh, I didn't know nobody was down here. I was like, apparently. This item is amazing. And I was like, you just made me drop this. So I'm going to start it at its repaired price of $10. It is redware, marked Japan. It is our kitten. Look at it's our pincushion with functional tongue measuring tape. Like, be mindful it's vintage. I wouldn't be like, whoosh, and yank it out. Okay. Do you know where I had to repair it? Well, that's not going to show that way. It's this right here. Can you see a little bit of it right there? His little foot broke off. His little foot broke off. Thankfully, it was a very clean break, and I did glue it back on. God, I know. I was like, this was an amazing find. It was so cute and kitschy and functional, right? Hello, mitten high five out there, Miss Linda. I know the tongue. Bobby doesn't care. Tracy doesn't care. I think I did a thank you, y'all, for the bids. Again, you can kind of see a little bit of it right here. You see, let's dip them down right there. See the line? So his little footy has been repaired, but the paint is in such good condition. And the little pin cushion and the tongue, it works. So cute. It is 4 3/4 inches long. Look at his little tail. Thank you, Beth. I appreciate it. I was a little nervous because I was like, oh man, if this wasn't a clean break. Y'all know how Pottery can do. Pottery, where am I from? Look at that little sweetheart. This, I just, because of the black, I thought what would be really cool is if you had like the black in the morning, like the hair pins, the hat pins, and do like all black in here. I thought that would be so cool. Or you could do your blue, just put in a bunch of like the stick pins, like the hat pins, the morning pins, the ones with all the bejewels and everything. Hello, Deborah. How are y'all doing? I mean, stop it. You know what I mean? He is repaired. I had to repair him. I broke him, but I fixed him. I'm telling you, I look like I'm a terrible reseller. Here is this item I had to repair. I don't have another item because I have to repair. It's like I'm just on a tear. I don't know. But again, it is right there. It's very difficult to see. It is very difficult to see in real life, but it is there. You can kind of tuck back the pincushion and see the tape measure mechanism in there. But I love him. Look at that face and his little velvet tongue. That's a tape measure. Stop it. All right, y'all. We got Buckeyes at 30. Let's do the countdown. He is again 4 3/4 inches long. Okay, let's do it. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. It was a guest. It was a guest. Because where I'm at, it's like if you don't know how to get here, then you wouldn't know. But they knew how to get down in here. The door was shut, but it's not like a normal door. You have to know where a lock is to be able to open it from the outside. And they knew. I was like, oh, creeping, and not the good kind. All right. There's our kitty cat, a bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Buttermilk, you had your just in case. You didn't need it, lady. Congratulations and thank you. I do appreciate y'all. I'm glad this little kitty found a new home. Buttermilk, he's coming to you, lady. Congratulations again. Thank you. All right. Get back there. Don't you dare jump. Okay. Okay. Let's do a little rustiness. Yesterday, during Tuesday's sale, I had a red one. So I had to save this black one for today's sale. And again, we're going to start it off at $10. There are clearly signs of its age. Subjective. Do you like it? Do you not like it? I kind of really like it. Is the toy tin phone it's rusty, it's crusty, but it is not dusty. Okay. We do have our cradle with receiver. Bless. I think somebody kind of tied that on at some point in its life, but it obviously has signs of patina to it. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe though. This one still works. So listen, she's had a life, but it still works. And that's all that matters, right? Lisa's getting in on the action at 10. Thank you. Coming in at approximately 4 inches tall, 4 inches tall. And then you have a total length at approximately 7. This one is made by the Dial O Foam, the steel stamping company out of Lorain, Ohio. Let's see if I can get it. Whoa, Michael. The Dial O Foam, the steel stamping company, Lorain, Ohio, made in good old US of A. Okay. Boy, you are rusty. There are no sharp angles or anything on it, thankfully. So let's just get you. Who you gonna call? Do, 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 do. Hello? I don't know. That should. You know what? I just realized. I think that should have another piece to it, don't you think? Like this? Yep. I love it. Add a little tetanus to your collection. There you go, ladies. All right, let me catch up and we'll do the countdown. Miss Melinda getting in on it. Miss Jackson is at 18. Thank you all for the bids. Let's do the countdown. I can't get my fingers in there. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. 1 ringy dingy. 2 ringy dingy. Melinda and Susan both got their just in cases in. Melinda has a 25. Miss Jackson. Ooh, Melinda got fast fingers. There's our telephone bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruth the B. I do appreciate you. Miss Jackson, thank you so much. She almost had it. Miss Melinda was able to get another one in there. So at 34, Melinda, congratulations and thank you. At 34, it is coming to you. Okay, we can't write with the lid. We have to put the pen, the pointy end down. I'm having a moment. We're good. We're good. Okay. So Melinda, congratulations and thank you, lady. It is coming to you. I love the fact that I just inherently, I just did it. I just knew. Okay, let's do a set. Okay, we're going to start, not set. You're going to get both of these pieces, okay? We're going to do this set at $40 if, of course, anybody is interested. You don't have to choose, clearly, especially at 40. You're going to get both, okay? We saw this one earlier. What? This one, we don't know the exact age, but we do have our smaller one here. And guess what? This one was made in 1951. Just like with our bud vase from earlier, where we are seeing the thickest part of the glass, we do have a very faint green glow to it, indicating that this one was produced in 1951. You can see, let's hold it up like this. Let's see if we can do it like that. You see the color difference? Do you see what I'm saying? So these were made in 2 different years. The smaller was our 1951, the other date to be determined, but before 1971 with no stamp on it. So we have our beautiful blue 2-piece Fenton hobnail opalescent. You were getting your large bowl here, which is coming in at a 4-inch height to the top of the ruffle, 4 inches, and a diameter on that one at 10 inches. Neither has any chips or cracks. I agree, Peter, blue, though I think gray is a common color too, though, So again, 4 inches tall, 10-inch diameter on that, no chips or cracks. to be determined with regard to the age on that one. We have our smaller bowl, which comes in at a rise of 2 inches and a diameter on that one at 6 inches. This one does have the faint uranium glow, or pardon me, I shouldn't say uranium, the faint green glow, indicating that this one was made in the year 1951. Again, this is for the set of the two. No choice on this one. If you've got like a silver plate basket holder, handle, no handle, put the remotes in there. Why not put your fruit in there too, right? Turn these into fruit bowls, into berry bowls. Why not? Be that person. Stack them, don't stack them. They made a variety of different sizes. John is going for it at 40. Appreciate you. Yes, Miss Ruth the B, thank you. It is again for this set, so there is no choice to be had. 2 for 1 monies. I love it. Yeah, I think these two will be featured in tonight's video, if I'm remembering correctly. There's been a lot of blue lately, and we're not done with it. Y'all, if you like blue, don't worry. We're going to come back next week with even more blue, but a lot of antique blue. I said it. Yes, I did. All right, Miss Jones got it at 45. Thank you both for your bids. Fenton, no chips, no cracks. Large one, we know it was before 1971, but I can't be exact. Our small one here, because of our faint fluoresce, we know this one was produced in 1951. 4 inches tall, 10-inch diameter, 2 inches tall, 6-inch diameter. You get this set. Let's do the countdown. Here we go. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Oh, Joan coming in with her just in case. Oh, Ruthie put away her snowflakes, don't. I saw that, Dusty. There is our purple heart a bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Do appreciate you. Thank you both, John, Joan, for your bids. Joan Lady, you had the just in case, but you didn't need it because at 45, you're going to get this set. Congratulations and thank you, lady. Appreciate it. Okay. All right, y'all. It's a shorter sale today. We are down to our last 3 items. Yes, we are. We are done with our glass, though. I will tell you that. All right, this piece, there's no hallmark on it. I bought it simply based on the aesthetics of it all. I love it, and it I think really went well, and it was a great accent and anchoring piece to our buttermilk girl. What's going on? Where are you at 78? She's let buttermilk. She's got to hit playback speed and 2 times it, I think. But again, I did this one based solely on the aesthetics of it all, and I absolutely love it. Now, it is, in fact, an ashtray, though I think it'll work really well for a trinket dish or for your jewelry, your rings, your bracelets. It is our black pottery, or ceramic, I guess I should say, with the gold hand reaching out of it. As I said, it is an ashtray. I mean, you could use it as an ashtray. If you're in one of those states, maybe you use it as something else. I don't know. No judging, right? No stamp, no hallmark on it. I loved it. Like I said, I thought it was this celestial blue, this black, and this gold. That does it for me. I mean, stop it. That is Art Deco to the end. Now imagine this with some green. Ooh, stop it. I love it. Like I said, your rings can totally go on the 3 fingers. Maybe you put like your bracelets down here, other rings, other earrings, or like I said, if you're one of them states and you can use this for its purpose, Do it up. No judging here, right? All right, let me catch up. Bobby's coming in. Miss Jackson's coming in. Bobby's coming in. I'm going to do that. That Littles sale. Yes, I am, Melinda. I will be doing another, like a Littles kind of like buyer's choice sale coming up soon. This piece, we are at 5 inches tall, 5 inches tall, and a 5.5, whoosh, 5.5 inch diameter. Keeping in mind, we do have a gold rim around there. Look at how shiny. Isn't that great? I love it. I just love this piece from the back, the side, the front. I love it. I love it a lot. I really, truly do. Like with blacks, with the greens, an amethyst, like a purple amethyst, put it with a jewel tone. Teal, this would go great with a teal accent to it. Stop it. All right, y'all. Bobby, wait. Oh, Miss Jackson, I see it. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're caught up. 5 inches, 5.5 inch diameter. There are no chips, there are no cracks. Let's go ahead. Beads, yes. Marbles down in here too. That would be fun. All right, let's do the countdown. Here we go. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Oh, John getting in on the action at 22. Susan's playing it safe with her just in case. Ooh, Bobby ain't playing around. Huff up. Ooh, Susan got fast fingers. Watch out. Live long and prosper. Thank you, Miss Ruth B. I do appreciate ya. Y'all, quick fingers out there. Bobby, almost, lady. Miss Jackson at 38. Get it, lady. Congratulations. Jane, you so punny. Thank you, Susan. All right. Okay, we're gonna do kind of a choice. I don't know how much of a choice it is. Like it's the same thing. So you can choose if you want one or if you want both of them. I typically don't bring you guys in a lot of kitsch in I will send it to Ruthie. Miss Jackson. Because she's giving a hand to Ruthie. Let's give a hand to Miss Susan Jackson now, shall we? Not only is that punny and cute and clever, but it is very kind and very sweet. That it shoot. The Golden Hand Award goes to Miss Ruth B. Oh, that is fantastic. Thank you, Susan. Get it, lady. Too late. Too late. It's already done. It's already done. All right. Like I said, I don't bring you guys a whole lot of kitsch, but I decided to do it today. Obviously with the black cat and then with these. Now these again are more of like a trinket or ring jewelry or neither and just use them as an absolutely adorable little figural piece. We're gonna oh poop. Let me redo. We're gonna do choice. Let me try that again. We're gonna start choice off at $10. I don't know this particular manufacturer, though there is this little stamp down here. Okay. Are you ready for the cuteness of it all? Are you ready? Ooh, look at the little squirrel peeping back here and the little bird. Do you see? It's a little white porcelain, our little flower babies in there with our gold accents, blue polka dots. Is that not just the cutest, sweetest little stinking thing you'd ever seen? Look, it's a 3.5 inches tall, 3.5 inches tall, and 3.5 inches long. Okay, so 3.5 by 3.5. Bobby's getting in it at 10. Now, you can choose one or you can choose two. I have two of them. Oh my word. Tell me this wouldn't make the cutest little gift ever. You have one in the bathroom, have one in the kitchen, and it's kind of where you set your rings. You know, if you're washing your hands, doing dishes, like cooking, anything like that, cleaning, you just want that one spot where it always goes. So you never have to look for it. You always put it in the same spot every single time, right? 21 times. It takes you 21 times before something becomes a habit. So if you're not, right, and you're one of those people that's constantly looking for it, 21 times, do the same thing 21 times, and you will have safely developed a habit. So says psychology, you know. Darling little bookends. Now, I will say if you kind of face them away, one's kind of, we see the back end, we see the front end of the other one. They are so precious. KB, I mean, again, you know, you could probably do, this is a little bit bigger than a cigarette, but yeah. Baby, what you smoking in there? 3.5 by 3.5. Neither has any chips or cracks. All right, let me catch up. Catch up, catch up. We'll do the countdown. Bobby, Buckeye getting in on it. Thank you, Melinda. Melinda, gotcha, Buckeye. Bobby. Hey, Elaine, how are you doing today? Hello to everybody I get to say hi to. Thanks for being in here, y'all. All right, Bobby's at 20. You choose one, or you can choose both. It's totally up to you. Neither has any chips or cracks. Let's do the countdown. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. I think they're so cute. And I love the fact that it's got like little blue polka dots. Because why wouldn't it? Oh, Bobby is not playing around. There's our baby bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Miss Bobby, you had your just in case, but lady, you didn't need it at $20. Do you want one? Would you like to make it twins? Totally up to you. I'm going to set those down here. We have one more item. Bobby said, we're making it twins. Congratulations and thank you, Bobby. All righty. Last item of the sale. I know it came quickly. It did. It did. It did. It did. Okay. I love, love, love the next look of this item. Okay. And I'm going to start it at just $12. All right. It is a Japan piece. It really truly is a Japan piece. It is not ceramic, it's not porcelain. It is in fact pottery, which was interesting to me. But again, it is a Japan piece. Now it does have some paint loss, but when I tell you this, for me, aesthetically, the paint loss, it adds such tremendous value to it aesthetically. Like, I love it. Like, I don't know that I would like it as much if it was like all like brand new looking. Seriously. Are you ready? It is this absolutely beautiful. Look at that. It's a wall pocket. You know, there's your hole. I mean, clearly it's hung on a wall before. But look, again, the paint loss to it. I love that. I think it is so good. It very much has like one of those Czechoslovakian kind of feels to it. This is coming in at 9 inches, 9 inches. Okay. This is a gorgeous little accent piece. Again, you've your shelves, your cabinets, they're just chock full. Guess what? You can hang this one on the wall. Okay. A dried or a synthetic floral would be absolutely beautiful in here. It is pottery. There are no chips. There are no cracks. If you wanted to put water in here, you certainly could put a fresh cut flower or two in there. Again, your total length from base to point, you're coming in at exactly 9 inches. There is some paint loss that you're seeing, but I really like it on this piece. So let me catch up to y'all. So Miss Elaine, Miss Melinda, thank you, ladies. Shireen, get it. Miss Shireen's holding it down at 15. I love it. I love it. I like the fact that this piece really does show its age. It tells a little bit of a story. And like I said, I think if it was like fully brand new looking, I just wouldn't like it as much, right? All right, let's do the countdown. Thank you, everyone. All right, so here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And again, it's like one of those things where sometimes like the condition is just like a little like, ooh. But this one, it's like, oh, like that. There's our bouquet bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. I do appreciate it, lady. All right, let me catch up here to y'all. Oh, Miss Cherie, almost Miss Elaine Linney at 25. Congratulations and thank you, lady. It is coming to you. All righty. Got it. That was our last item. I don't have any bonus items because, well, I think that you guys will kind of see with tonight's video, like what's going on. And I have other stuff that I know that I have that I have to pick up. It was from an auction. So it's just, I'm trying to stay ahead of the curve. And I'm working on next week's color story. So yes, I promise though, it's going to be worth the wait. I think it'll be worth the wait. Um, I really, before I forget though, seriously, I want to thank everybody out there, all of you that were able to attend the live sale with me today. I really, truly do appreciate that. To anybody who has checked out the replay, and especially if you've made it this far, I really appreciate that. Again, every single way that you're able to demonstrate your support, it is greatly appreciated. And yeah, because it is my full-time job and it pays my bills, to everybody who made a purchase today, I am incredibly grateful for that. I want to thank each and every single one of you. I want to give a huge special shout out to, yet again, Miss Ruthie B, who is always on top of the bid and game. Lady, an amazing job as always. And again, while you got those hands out, keep them out for Miss Karen and Miss Kim, who continuously help the sale by putting in information and reminders. I really, truly, duly, greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much, Shireen. I see you there, lady. Did you email me about the spider lamp? We'll talk. We'll talk. Okay, Melinda. Melinda, I'll make sure to tell. All right, all right, Shireen, let me reply to it. I will reply to it today, no problem. So, again, to each and every single one of you, I really do want to thank you guys so much. Don't forget, we are back this weekend. Well, I guess Sunday and Monday, we are back with our Vamp Blitz. We are going to have 12 brand new Vamp sellers go live for the first time on Vamp. We will also be streaming. We'll do it like we did the last time. I will stream each of the sales onto YouTube. While you are certainly welcome to view it here on YouTube, a chat function will be enabled for anybody that wants to watch and chat on YouTube. However, if you do want to make any purchases, you will have to be on Virtual Antique Marketplace TheCult.Of.Vintage.com. You can view that on your phone. You can view it. I think the best viewing experience is, of course, on your computer, but whatever you have will work. Like I said, we have 12 new Vamp sellers that will be featured going live for the first time on Vamp. We start Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern, and Misty will be kicking us off. And then it will run through 10 p.m. Eastern. And at 9:30, I will be kind of doing the after party. We are going to run just like we did the last time at 30-minute increments. So it's going to be high energy and fast paced. I know a lot of people really enjoyed that the last time. So we look forward to continuing that on. And we will conclude the Blitz again on Monday, running it from 6 p.m. Eastern to 10 p.m. Eastern, just like we do, or did, pardon me, the last time. So do be on the lookout for that. Images and promos are going out, so we're super excited. Of course, next Tuesday, I will be back with Misty on Thrifter, Junker, Vintage Hunter for our weekly Tuesday sale. And yes, I will be back here next Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern on the Cult of Vintage for another solo sale. Everybody try to stay warm in the next day and a half. Just keep in mind, we've got warmer temperatures coming, and hopefully they last. I really do thank you all so much. Again, to anybody that is new or it's been a while since you've been to a sale, please make sure to send me out that contact information right here. I would greatly appreciate it. Stay warm, stay safe, and we'll see you all. Hopefully, we'll see you at the Blitz on Sunday. All right, guys. Have a good one. Bye, guys.